I'm Brad Levitt, president of AFT Construction. Thank you for tuning in to our YouTube channel today. We're based here in Scottsdale. Make sure and give us a like, a comment, hit that subscribe button. Let us know any content that you want us to speak about in regard to construction, design, and architecture, as well as running a business and entrepreneurship. Appreciate your support for tuning in. So we're here at our Pinnacle View project, and today we want to speak a little bit about mindset, right? How does mindset play a role, especially in construction? One thing, for the podcast, I speak to a lot of entrepreneurs, and a common theme in all the interviews I've done is that for you to be a successful entrepreneur, you have to be a positive person, right? In entrepreneurship, it's ups and downs. It's no different from any aspect though, right? When you start thinking about mindset, as we start to tackle a job, and I'll give a good example. Right now we're working with one of our superintendents to close a project. Anyone knows when you're working on a 9,000 square foot custom home with a tremendous amount of detail, interior, exterior, hardscape, softscape, and then all the finishes on the inside, and now trying to coordinate the furnishings that come in from the designer. It's a very complex project, and dealing with it with COVID and limitations of manpower, and limitations of supply, and people that are stretched beyond their limits and working weekends and tired. It's a very difficult feat for us to finish this home and get it to the quality and level that we desire for our client. So you start thinking about mindset, and most of us have heard an analogy, how do you eat an elephant? Well, one bite at a time. And really the important thing is that the discussion we had with my superintendent is, as you're looking at the scope, there are 100 things on the punch list, on the to-do list that have to get done. And it's really breaking that down. How do you break down each of those bites for that elephant to priority, right? And focus on that. When I was young, I read a book, Stephen R. Covey, Seven Habits of Highly Effective People. And there's quadrants, right? We all understand each day there's a quadrant of tasks that we have to get done, our A, B, C, D. There are certain things that are annoyance, right? Like a phone ringing nonstop is super annoying, but is it priority for us? And so how do we schedule these tasks so that we're hitting the critical path items? Mindset's very similar. As you're thinking as a photographer and you want to take down, okay, this is a really important project. It's an important part of my career. I'm going to photograph this house and I want to, have the best images, the best shots for my client. Well, I focus on one slide, right? I focus on one slide. What is it that the builder was trying to capture here? And let's get the editing right. Let's get the look right on this one. And instead of looking at, hey, I got to do 15 pictures, let's start with one that I want to get. This is my main one that I want to spend some energy on, and build that confidence as I get to 2, 3, and 4. And the same thing with critical path. As you start thinking through the schedule, there's some major tasks that are some heavy lifting, and there's some easier ones. And how are we focusing and breaking up our day? That mindset and then that positive thinking. Our brain is most effective when we're concentrating on one thing at a time, right? If you're trying to build a construction schedule, shut your office, turn off your phone, and hammer through that where you're concentrating and understanding everything so you're not being interrupted. Most of us know if we come to work early in the morning, we can get a lot done before our phone's ringing and everyone's bothering us. So find that time when it's the critical items so you have that quiet time. Now, addition to that, when you think about mindset, just understand that as you work and gain confidence with each of these tasks and build through them and check them off the list, it continues to build. And going back to the mentality side, don't distract yourself with mistakes you've made or issues that have happened, or possibly in construction you may have litigation or a lawsuit, or you could have manpower challenges. It's easy to distract, or a customer that may be upset with us because we didn't perform or set proper expectations. Focus on the good things. Focus on what is happening positively in the company. Where am I going in 6 months? Where am I going in a year? How am I building my trajectory as a company, my marketing strategy? And yeah, I may have some losses here I'm dealing with today, but I have some big wins coming tomorrow and next week and next month. And focusing on those wins, focusing on those successes, help surpass the negatives that are out there. And it's really key when you're thinking about overall mindset.